everybody, and welcome back to the stream. I'm LB Hackemup, and I'm joined on this wonderful Sunday evening by my lovely friend. Or no, this isn't Sunday, it's Wednesday. I'm used to Sunday. I'm sorry. Hi, I'm LB Hackemup. This is our Monster of the Week game. Let's go around and have everybody say who they are and who they're playing tonight, starting, of course, with Jake.
Oh, hey, everybody. How's it going? I'm Jake. I will be playing Kevin. He is a flake. That's the playbook that I'll be playing. And I'm just here ready to hang out with my friends, streaming live Wednesday nights, as always.
Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel or Rachel Elizabeth, or Rachel Elizabeth with a Z middle instead of an S. Tonight, I am playing Edie, the crooked, who's totally not a criminal, definitely a curator at a museum, and also apparently into leatherworking.
RJ.
Hey everybody, my name is RJ. You can catch me at RJ282 on most other socials. Today I'll be playing Ren the Divine, and let's do this.
And of course, our newest companion for this wonderful Wednesday evening, Jonathan.
No, buenas tardes, everybody. Jonathan, Latinos Against Spooky Shit. I will be playing Cassius Montgomery, also known as Cash, and I'm playing the professional. So I'm very excited to be on this lovely journey with everybody.
And I'm LB Hackemup, or LB if you're nasty. And I will be the keeper of secrets, aka the game mistress for this evening.
We're all nasty.
We're all nasty.
Are we?
Yeah, Rachel. Yes.
Even me?
The smile says yes.
Even
Wait.
me?
What?
I've seen you, RJ. I know your secrets.
Damn. All right. Scoot along.
Anyways, last time this wonderful group got together, we had a Cujo playing Marcus.
Mhm.
He was a studious gentleman from across the pond. He currently is, he got called away. All of his belongings are still at the motel that he was staying at, but he's going to be away for a few days. But before all that, our hunters randomly ended up together in this wonderful small town of Piney. Wow. I'm good.
Piney, Arkansas.
Piney. Is that? I thought there was two letters, two words.
I think it's just Piney.
It's Piney. There you go. Yep, Piney, Arkansas. Piney, Arkansas, 1996. They found out that there was a beast heading towards the town, and very quickly realized that the beast was looking for its child that had been abducted, taken by a local older lady who thought it was a puppy and had adopted it. They were able to get the beast back to its mother before the mother destroyed the town, so that's great. They did a little B&E at the Kodak kiosk that was on the way out of town, and thought everything was just fine. But today, 2 days after the events of the last stream, we're gonna find a new friend, find out the repercussions of the things that they've done, and some other cool stuff's gonna happen. But first, we need to introduce our new character. Jonathan, why don't you describe Cassius to us?
Cassius is a early 30s, mid 30s gentleman. He's got a very not sunken features, very hardened features. The type that you would see somebody who has worked out in the fields from a young age. He's got that sun-kissed skin. He stands at about 6 foot. He's not buff by any means. He's a little bit on the leaner side. Think of a young Johnny Cash, if you will. And he is currently in his vehicle, just driving. He's got an El Camino.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Because that's the most. I figured, you know what? An El Camino is kind of the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
That's Cash's vibe.
Yeah.
You know, he's very low key. Duster, button up, jeans, boots. Just a good old boy.
Just a good old boy. And you are a freelance, sort of rough and tumble gentleman. You have been hired recently in the past week by a a quiet company called Interlock to investigate the town of Piney, Arkansas, and the hot springs that are close to it, the Hot Springs National Park. And the instructions that you were given were to investigate the town and any supernatural phenomena that occurs there. Begin with the end, and end is capitalized. As the studious investigator you are, you started your investigation last night at the cemetery, the local cemetery, to find nothing there. Nothing really happened. The janitor, the gentleman who cleans the graves, started quite early, so you moved on to another place where the end could be. The MacArthur's Final Rest, which is a funeral home run by Terrence Gray. And this is kind of the next step in your investigation. So as you enter and begin to... What is your cover as you're talking to Terrence?
Before I enter, Cash goes ahead and takes off his duster, throws it in the back seat, rummages around a little bit. He's pulling park ranger shirt, and he tosses that to the side. He pulls a blazer, tosses that to the side. He's got a different skew of different shirts, and he settles for the park ranger one. He comes back to it. He's like, yeah, this is the one that kind of makes the most sense. Throws that on, goes through, finds his hat, puts that on, and so he's going to be park ranger Twain.
Nice.
Okay. You enter in. It's a beautiful facility, very old school even for the 90s. It's probably the interior is mid to early 80s. There's a lot of large wooden furniture abound with nice cushions on it. There's the entryway. There are some rooms to the right. It's fairly small. It's a small town. And you see standing near the front is a gentleman with white hair, very well kept. He's wearing a suit and a black tie, speaking to a woman who seems solemn. She's they're having the discussion of different options. He's got a pamphlet out, and you can, as you're approaching, you can hear him say, well, we've got, of course, the metal caskets. Those range about $1,500. We got the cherry poplar wood with a cream velvet interior, and that's about $1,000. We got the light brown veneer wood with light brown all around. It's about $500. And of course, if you would like to send them to rest in a more luxurious style, we have the solid mahogany with the almond velvet interior, and that will run you around $2,000. And she's kind of like nodding and looking at the pamphlet, not very much looking at it, but looking kind of through it as she's trying to process what's happening. What would you like to do?
I'm telling you guys right now, if I die, just throw me in a ditch. Don't spend money on me. That's for
Get you one of them cardboard caskets.
Yeah, just call it good.
Bury you underneath a tree so you can fertilize it.
Exactly.
Probably illegally.
I plan to be cremated and made into diamonds for my friends.
Oh, also cool.
You're a better human than I am.
Encase me in glass. Preserve me forever.
Ooh, Snow White.
Put
Snow
it-
White.
put
Put
it
you
over
on
here, just
display.
Yeah.
In a fun pose.
His
maybe?
final moments were so peaceful. Cassius is gonna go to the far end of the counter or the desk or kind of the space that they're sharing, and just kind of lean on it and clear his throat to try to get the man's attention without being too obnoxious in this very sensitive moment. Just
Yeah. He notices you, puts a soft hand on her shoulder and says, why don't you take some time and have a seat, and you don't have to decide anything today. We've got a few days to work on this. She kind of nods and takes a seat, and she's, again, just staring at the pamphlet, and you see Terrence walks over to you and says, how may I help you, a ranger?
You can call me Ranger Twain, Shane Twain, after my father. Um, and I just had some questions for you regarding some of the happenings that have occurred here lately, given some, you know, people who have been indisposed of their lives recently.
Oh, I see. Anyone in particular, or?
Tell me about anybody that's come through unfortunates your way about through the park. Any
Oh.
folks that have gone missing or lost their lives too soon?
Well, fortunately, we don't have too many deaths in the park. They have it pretty well cordoned off. We did have about a year back a gentleman who had a few too many and decided to take a dip in the hot springs. Them being acidic did cause some abrasions that he was in the hospital
Sure.
for quite some time and did not make it. He did not come through our facility specifically, but he that's really been the springs. That's been the worst one that we've seen recently. I mean, we've had deaths here, mostly the old folks who passed on, and in natural ways. There was a car accident that happened a couple days ago, and we're fitting to settle that one up soon.
Sure.
Some
That was
sort
up
of
towards the park.
no, that was actually just north of town. It said something about some sort of maybe bear walked in front of the car and flipped it, and it's not
The bear flipped the car.
well, the car flipped. I don't think a bear has the capability to flip a
Right.
car.
They don't got the thumbs for it.
Right. Well, they
Yeah.
do have thumbs, actually. Yes, as a park ranger.
Well, no,
you
they
know
do,
that-
but they
yeah.
no, they don't have the thumbs for lifting proper. They don't,
Right,
they can't
mhm.
get the squat right. The
Mhm.
sumo grip just don't.
Mm.
Anyways,
Yeah, more
um,
pushing.
right. And you said that was north of town.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
The folks, did they pass during that accident?
Oh, yes. There's a one occupant in the car, and they did pass a husband to the lady
Oh,
over
to that-
there. Mm.
Right. So that was very recent.
Mm.
And I'm sorry. What was your name, Doc?
I'm not a doctor. I run the funeral home. My name is Terrence Gray.
Terrence, pleasure. Do you think it would be uncouth of me to chat with? And I'm sorry. The widow's name is
Miss Sandy.
Miss Sandy. Just some light questions. I don't want to pester her none with, the recent passing.
If you like, as long as you're gentle about it. She's pretty shook up, as you can imagine.
Sure, I can imagine. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna. And you didn't see the body of Mr.
Oh.
Sanders?
Yeah, he is currently in our facilities under the building.
Any chance I could, just to do my due diligence, make sure I could just verify and investigate?
Yes, we planning on doing him up later today. If you'd
Sure,
like to stop
sure.
back by then and get.
Yeah,
we
I'll be
could-
back.
Of course, and there is the coroner's report down at the station. If you'd like to see that as well.
Perfect. I'm gonna hand him my card, a fake card, of course, with a number to one of my many burner pagers, because it's 1996. Right. I'll be back around, later this afternoon, but I'm gonna try to catch the missus before she departs. Well,
Yeah.
poor choice of words. Leaves.
Right. Just again, be gentle. Be gentle.
Of course. And I'm gonna head on out and try to catch up to her.
Yeah, she's just sitting down in the same area that you were. She sees your feet and kind of blinks and looks up at you and she says, "I'm sorry. Can I help you?"
Respectfully take my hat off and place it to my chest. Like, ma'am, I'm terribly sorry about your loss. I can't imagine what you're going through at this moment.
Yeah, well, life works in mysterious ways.
It sure does. I like to think the good Lord's got a purpose for everything he does, but sometimes it feels quite senseless, the loss that we face. But, ma'am, I don't mean to take too much of your time. I wondering if I could ask you some questions. I'm sure you've already spoken with authorities, but being in the park and all, just wanted to just follow up if that's all right.
Of course. Yes. Whatever I can do.
Mind if I have a seat?
Oh, please. She scoots
Listen.
over and puts her purse in her lap.
Yeah, I'll sit next to her, kind of angled, to face her. Little notepad out and be like, when your husband was traveling, was he on his way into the park or out of the park?
He was just heading north, going to one of the. Are you from here? I'm sorry, I just never seen you before.
No, and I apologize, ma'am. I'm Ranger Twain, and I'm actually new to the area, which is why I'm partially investigating this and just doing my part as a park ranger.
Yeah, I'm Sandy. He was heading north. There's a larger town north of here where we get some of our more large needs. The grocery store doesn't have everything, and big supplies if we're actually putting in an extension on the house. And he was heading up to get some lumber for that. Just left a little late, I think, is all, and caught something in the road, and just. But yeah, we don't really. I've been to the park a few times. It's a lovely park, and they. But I think that whatever the creature was, the bear, whatever the bear was, it was heading south. From what I hear, that's all I know.
Is there a reason you say creature as opposed to bear, ma'am?
Oh, just we don't see many bears in this area. I mean, they haven't been a sighting since the 20s, so it's just it's strange.
Being new to town and all, have there been sightings of things that aren't bears?
Not that I know of. Well, there was that gentleman who ran into town screaming of a roaring type creature a couple days ago, but I think he was just lost and dehydrated.
Force will do that to you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
It's
an
unforgiving
He was from the
place.
north.
Them northerners, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You said that was a few days ago?
Yeah, right around the same time, the day after.
Okay. And he was new to town, never seen him before, not that you can recall?
No, couldn't. Cops were called, spoke to him, and sent him on his way, I believe, as far as I'm aware, and that's the last we heard of things.
Oh, well, ma'am, I appreciate your time, and again, I'm terribly sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I hope you don't mind if I have any other follow-up questions, so I could find you again and ask you.
Yeah, of course. She kind of goes through her purse and writes down a number and hands it to you. And if you need anything, or since you're new to town, if you need directions, just don't hesitate.
I appreciate that mighty kindly, ma'am. You have a great rest of your day, and again, my deepest condolences to you and your family.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna tip my hat to her, tip my hat to Terrence, and bugger off back into my car.
Okay. You head back into town. Where are you going?
I want to get information on that gentleman that was screaming, so I'm going to try to go to the police station and try to get my hand on the autopsy report while I'm at it, too.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, speaking of, Kevin.
Yeah.
You started your morning as usual. You went to the diner quite early to prep for breakfast. And as the morning really broke right around, I would say 7:30, 8 o'clock a.m., Tact and his deputy, Dirt, walked in and said they needed to ask you some questions.
Well, it's busy right now. Oh, well, I mean, now it's the breakfast rush.
Yeah, now.
All
Kevin.
right. Colin is going to be pissed. Well, okay. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Station questions.
Connor is off in the back.
Connor.
He starts fucking yelling like, oh, I'm always left with this shit.
Connor, what am I supposed? I can't resist arrest.
Oh, you're not under arrest. We're just for questioning.
Right, of course. Why would I
Uh-huh.
be? Anyway, yeah, so you got this. Cause yeah, you guys don't want coffee or something first?
We have plenty of coffee down at the station.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. Okay. All right. All right. I come along then.
All right. They put you in the car and you begin your drive. They're in the back seat. They get you out once you get to the station. And it's a very small station. You walk in and there's just a reception desk and a big sort of open bullpen. There's a couple rooms off to the side. One of them is Tax, his chief's office. And
you guys got air conditioning in here. That's nice.
They've got holding cells kind of off to the left. It's all one big area here. And Dirt says, all right, buddy, I'm going to put you in here and we're just going to get that room ready for you. Just kind of stay in here and we'll come get you when we're ready.
All right. Can I get some of that coffee?
He closes the door and locks it. Yeah. Do you take cream?
Well, yeah, just one though, just a little.
Okay, all right, just one though.
Fair. Hey, thank you.
Grabs you
You're
a cup
great.
passes it. So you,
All right. Oh, this bad coffee. All right, great. Thank you.
It is very bad coffee. An hour and a half passes as you are just sitting in this, and you can surmise from your red string theories, they're making you sweat.
Sure,
This is
sure.
very deliberate.
Mhm.
But at about 10 a.m., you see the door open, and in walks a woman, like 5'6", like dark brown, little bit of wave to her hair. She's got a suit, like a
power
not-
suit.
Yeah, kind of not quite 80s. We're in the 90s, so there's a little bit of shoulder pad in there, but not a lot, and like a pencil skirt that goes along with it. Nice pumps.
Structured outfit.
Yes.
I feel like I'm in trouble.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she
Yeah.
walks in, and you see Dirt stand up, and as he does, she puts a finger up to him, and then walks over, like he kind of is taken aback, like he doesn't recognize her. He doesn't seem like there's any recognition on his face, but he does like kind of take a step back and sit back down as if he's been scolded and doesn't know what to do about it. And she walks up to you. She kind of looks you over, and she turns to Dirt and she says, I would like to see your superior officer, please. Turns back to you. Don't be afraid, sweetie. I'm going to get you out of here.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Kevin.
Oh,
Nice to meet you.
You can call me Isra.
Isra, beautiful name.
Thank you. She turns as Tact comes out of the office, and he's like, how can I help you, ma'am? And she like puts a hand up. She's like, are you charging my client? He said, I'm sorry, ma'am. What do you? Is my client under arrest? And he goes, no, ma'am. He's just here because we have some questions about a break-in at the kiosk. You saw him on film. I see. And do you have enough evidence to charge him, or are you just going to make him sit in a cell for the next as long as you want?
Yeah, I could have stayed for the whole breakfast rush.
Tact is very well, ma'am. We're just asking him, so he's here very voluntarily. And she's like, and he's leaving voluntarily. Open the door. And
I can do that.
Tact looks at Dirt. Dirt looks at Tact, and Tact motions for him to go open the door. And as he does, he's fumbling with the keys to get it open. She's like crosses her arms and starts tapping her foot. And he opens the door and lets you out. And says, sorry, sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay. I think you're doing a great job, buddy. And I put my hand on his shoulder. Say, you
Thanks.
get him next time.
Yeah, okay.
All right. If
just-
your coffee's terrible, though.
Yeah, I know it's a big problem here, but Tact really likes it, so that's what we keep.
All right. Well, it kind of tastes like your namesake. All right. See you later.
And
Bye, Sheriff.
Tact is like taken aback by all this, doesn't really know what to do, and just You don't leave town.
Oh, all right.
I live here.
Yeah, where am I going? I work like 3 doors down, man. You know me.
As you walk out of the door, Isra turns to you and just says, "Did you say anything?"
No. I asked. I told them their coffee was bad. It is though. So.
About the crime.
No. They just. You got here before we asked any questions, so I said I didn't.
Wonderful.
No.
If they
Yes.
ever take you again, don't say anything unless you have legal representation.
All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, look at you, Wonder Woman coming in real fast. How'd you get here?
And she points to her car.
I look. Oh,
It's a
I'm
real
coming?
nice, yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
I assume you can find your way. Well, it'd be
it's a
rude of me
walk.
not to drive you back to town. Okay, why don't you get in?
All right.
It is like a cream-colored convertible, a Cadillac of some kind, very expensive.
Mhm.
And the top is up. She offers you a door and goes around to the other side and gets in. And begins to drive you back into town. She doesn't say much on the ride.
All right. Is the radio on?
No.
Oh, good. All right. I like this lady. All right. So, lawyer then. That's neat. How'd you, can I ask how you found me?
Well, I heard that you were detained this morning unlawfully, and I thought I might step up.
All right. Well, I super duper appreciate that. Who'd you hear from?
Oh, I was at the Silver Spoon.
Oh, were you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, were you table 7? Sure.
Yeah. The syrup's a little sweet for me, but such is life.
Such is life. Yeah, we don't get any of that real stuff from
Mm.
up north. But what are you gonna do?
No, you do well for yourself, I think. Well, she like parks the car. She pulls out a card. It's very stark white. It has her name on it, which is Isra Raf. And it has, you can see on the card, kind of embossed, which is fancy for this time. There are 3 rings on it. And she hands it to you and says, if you run into any other trouble, just give me a call.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'm usually I don't have a phone to give you my number, but thank you, Mrs. Raff.
I'll find you, don't worry.
All right. Well, hey, you don't work for the government, do you?
No,
All right.
that's not a lie.
That's all
All
it
right.
takes. No. Okay.
All right. I can tell. I got a good read on folks.
Yeah.
All right. All right. You want, if you come in, I can get you a free lunch.
Oh, I appreciate that. I'll stop in another time.
All right. Well, you just stay being really kind of scary and wonderful. And I jump out of the car.
She closes the door and takes off. There's a little squeal to the tires, but that is it. And you are left at the front of your establishment, your place of work.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll light up a cigarette and watch her go for a little while. Be like, well, that's how things work sometimes. I'll go back in through the back and get back to work, I guess.
All right.
Charges were dropped, guys. We're good.
For no charges. All right. Ren and Edie. It's about 10 a.m. You guys are heading towards the square as you have decided to take up the wonderful sale that is going on at the bowling alley. It's $3 per hour for the special that they're running before noon on this morning. And as you guys are walking up to the establishment, you see that there is someone that you would know, Edie, Zoe Slipwell, who is like a 20-something, small. She's got like really, really curly hair that she keeps in braids, and she has a stand out front of the outside of the bowling alley that just says honey written across the top, and you know that she has a honey farm, a honey bee farm. and she has her latest crop out front as she is asking people if they want to try it and let her know how they think. She has little cups available for tasting if you'd like, and of course she has bottles for sale.
Edie will just buy. Just walk up. Hi, Zoe.
Oh, how you doing, Edie? Look at you.
Good to see you.
Haven't seen you in what, a couple years? Oh, since your mom died. Sorry about that.
Thanks. It's been a while. But I'm back visiting my brother.
Oh, fun. How's Kevin doing?
Still working at the diner. I'm sure you've seen him.
Of course, yeah.
Makes the best milkshakes in town.
Yeah, they purchase some of my honey from time to time. And who's your handsome friend?
Oh, this is Ren.
Pleasure.
Hi. Nice when she puts a hand out for you.
Kisses the back of the hand and then like scoops up a little bit of honey, like,
Fresh, picked it today. If you like a bottle, it's $2 for 8 ounces, and we have $5 for 12 ounces. Of course, it's all bottled by myself. So if you enjoy the taste of sweetness, you come on by and see me.
I'll take one of the 8-ounce bottles.
I too shall take one of the 8-ounce bottles, and then like leans over to Edie. Which one of these bills is most appropriate?
Just takes the 10 out of their hands and like puts it, like adds it to her own money and just like, keep the change, honey.
Oh, that's so sweet. You guys doing some going to the alley, doing some bowling? Sorry, I was thinking of another term for it. I couldn't think of another term for it.
Ren has never bowled before this week, so I'm teaching them how to do it.
Oh, that's so fun. Do you have any other hobbies, Ren?
Oh,
Edie just panic. It goes across her face all of a sudden. She's like, uh-oh.
Looks to Edie. I play music sometimes.
Oh, wonderful. You should come to the open mic night at the Rough Draft. They do some, story times, and they usually put up a mic, and if you have a guitar or something.
Is it a bar or a bookstore?
It's both.
Huh.
A lot of places are both here.
I am starting to figure that out.
Yeah,
So
they make
what's
pizza inside here.
They diversify.
Sorry, what were we gonna ask?
Just the squirt bottle of honey.
It still has like the free sample of honey.
Okay.
It's just like.
All right, well, have fun and don't hurt your fingers. I always get a ball that's too small for myself, and I hurt my fingers. You know how it goes.
There are sizes. It goes to Ren. Like you can find ones that fit.
Yep.
All right. See you, Zoe.
Bye. Nice to meet you, Ren.
Puts our bottles in her bag and.
Is everyone from your town that increasingly nice? It's a little disturbing.
It's called Southern Charm, and it does take some getting used to.
I've yet to be. What did she call it? Backhanded compliment in the Southern fashion.
I'll point it out to you next time it happens. But if someone says "bless your heart," that's usually a really good indication that they whatever comes next or whatever came before is not actually as nice as it sounds.
And with your spirit.
Same. Yep.
Don't worry, it'll catch on in a couple of years.
I bet. Yeah, it takes a little getting used to here. That's part of the reason why I left. Northeast, they're in Boston, they're a lot more direct.
Are those the ones that yell the forget about it, or?
Close, but same idea.
Now, I wish to strike some pins.
Yeah, okay. Okay, but here, you have to promise me this time that if you don't win, you won't incinerate the pins.
Only to maintain a air of normalcy will I promise you this.
Thank you. Again, people here aren't used to things just blowing up, lighting on fire, evaporating into dust randomly.
Where are we again? Arkansas?
Yeah,
Not south enough.
here-
Alright, got it.
Alabama,
Here-
Arkansas.
If you light those pins on fire, they might think it's like a religious thing. So like, it just needs you.
Technically is a religious
I know, but they might think it's a religious thing in like it'll create a crowd and people will, it's a headache that neither of us need.
Hillbilly Moses heard fire from the talking 10 pins.
Mhm. Yep. We just don't need that. So we're gonna play.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna keep score,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to have to throw the game. I'm trying to make you better. So I just don't light any pins on fire. Don't, I believe in you. You can learn to get better without throwing a fit.
There is a hand that just rests on her shoulder. I do not wish to get better. I am perfectly fine the way I am.
Okay. Well, there are you're living among, the humans in your interim. So, we usually build skills. This is a new skill for you. It's not something you're inherently born with. Like some people are really good at sports. And I showed you baseball and football.
Yes.
Some people are just really good at those things, just like from, when they start walking and talking and moving around, they're just inherently born with like a natural ability. And like, you're very good at bowling. However, you can get better because it's a skill you're building in the interim until you're, waiting for whatever you're waiting for.
I did not think that humans had evolved to such a state where they would have children and babies competing in sports, but if you are initially born with it, baby football sounds hilarious.
They usually don't start until they're like 4 or 5 years old, but like
that is even less hilarious.
Baby, you're in the you're in the South. Babies are competing all the time for things here. Like you see Zoe there, her son, she was posting all over on whatever the AOL thing is, every one of her AIM instant messenger.
Oh, American
things,
Online, yes.
That one. They were all just like, my son started walking, and before it was just like a weird competition with like, anyway.
It's
not important.
You took me back to like the family chat in my actual.
I don't think AOL was around in 1996. I don't think so.
I don't know. I made that up. I just go. I guess.
Anyways,
I don't know.
As you guys are chatting,
wait for it. I was gonna say Facebook.
AOL was founded in '85.
There we go.
AOL chat.
But AIM. When was the AIM
yeah.
done?
Anyways, you guys are putting on your bowling shoes.
Sending out emails.
Picking out. Yeah, there you go.
1992. You're fine.
All right, good. All right. You guys are putting on your bowling shoes, and you hear the doors to the bowling alley open very harshly. They hit the back and then slowly start to close as Randall is standing there looking very, like, out of breath. And he, like, looks around the room and, like, locks eyes with you, Edie. And he, like, shuffles over and, like, Edie.
Uh-oh.
I was running all over trying to find you. I tried calling the house. Couldn't get you at the house. They said you were out. I've been running around. They said you saw you walking around. Saw your car. Zoe said you'd be in here. You're here.
Do you need to sit down, honey?
Kevin was arrested.
What?
They took him right out of the diner. He put up a fight, but they grabbed him and they took him out.
Was he in handcuffs?
I don't know. Wasn't there?
Ren Bowling's gonna have to wait.
It's a good thing I have yet to put on my shoes.
I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna sit down.
Shall I go fetch him?
No. We will go fetch him in my car.
Yes, in your mundane automobile.
That is correct. And it is not mundane. It is brand new.
Darling, I can fly.
I know.
What?
Okay, you catch
What'd
your
you
breath.
Okay.
They own
I'm
an airplane.
a guy.
They own a plane. No, we don't need that. So at the police station still? You've not seen him since?
No, I didn't see them take him. I just heard about it when I went to the diner.
Okay.
Thought I'd find you.
Thanks, darling. I'll go take care of it. You catch your breath, and I owe you a beer or two.
Oh God, thank you.
Corralling ran out of.
I just shove my large, big gulp, fucking styrofoam of Surge into his hands.
Surge.
Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, it's tangy. Okay. You guys make your way out the front door, across. You go to cross the street to get to the car, and as you do, you're in the center of town in the big area. You're a little bit off center, but as you're walking across the street, you see the side very far away, but you can see the diner, and on the side of the diner, you see someone lighting a cigarette and smoking it for a moment. And as that happens, Cassius, someone has walked in front of the road very quickly in front of you in your car.
Like, quick enough to where I can brake?
You can stop. You're not going to hit them if you don't want to.
Like,
it's a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit.
Yeah.
I didn't say I didn't want to hit them.
Well,
I
I mean,
know
you
my
can
option.
if you want. Yeah. I mean, if you
2
want.
points.
No, I'll just hit on the brakes.
Yeah. You hear the tires squeal next to you guys, and you look back and see someone you're very familiar with, or at least a little bit familiar with. Cassius is behind the wheel of this. What is your car?
An El Camino.
An El
Yeah.
Camino. Hell yeah.
I was a kid, we don't know him by name. Own house party since nobody came.
No, I'm not the one
Is
who
that
taught
song
you
out?
up in high
No.
school.
I don't think it's out at this point in time.
No, I don't think so.
It's not.
Ahead of your time, Ren. Ahead of your time.
Ren is
It just
Sum 41.
blends all into my head.
Ren created Sum 41.
Damn.
What a pioneer.
Damn. Oh, yeah.
Cassius?
The window on the passenger side is permanently down because it's an old El Camino. So you just see Cassius lean all the way across to look up, and he's like, "Oh, damn it!"
Ren,
Ren?
who's your friend?
This is my friend, Cassius. Edie, Cassius. We know each other from work.
Oh, work.
Not like
Right.
points upward. Work, I mean
Okay, work.
Yes.
Why are we pointing down? That's
Well, if I pointed even further down past my hips, then that's the down place.
Okay,
it's
so
relevant to
not
where you-
work.
Okay.
work, not work. Okay,
Not work. Or work.
Right.
Work.
I
Okay.
assume that your friend here is aware because you refer to me as Cassius.
They're in the know.
Right. Otherwise,
What do
you
you-
wouldn't be using my government name.
what do you prefer to be called? Or are you undercover? She's like leaning in the passenger window now.
Or
Miss, you
could
can
be.
call me Cash.
Cash.
Cash, Edie, nice to meet you. Her hand comes into the.
Reaches across with a gentle shake. It's a pleasure. And how do you know, or better yet, how are you associated with this particular fella here?
The night I figured out work. Ren was there.
Got it.
I wasn't the cause, just to be clear.
No.
This
That's a story for another time. I just heard my brother had been arrested, but I also see him walking in the diner that he works at. So I have some family drama to figure out. But I'm assuming if you're here for work, you know, why don't you join us at the diner? I will buy you a milkshake.
He reaches again across and pops the door and pushes it open a little bit to not hit you. But he's like, "Why don't you pop in and I'll drive us over and we can chat about work."
Sounds good. Come on, Ren.
Ren,
I had a real funny bit where they both drive away forgetting Ren on the curb. And he's like,
You can blink, right? You'll be fine.
and he just blinks into the back of the El Camino.
The El Camino starts driving away as the passenger door closes, and Ren just blinks
I
into
think
the
an
back seat.
ongoing bit with Ren and Cash is you're always in the back, even if there's room in the front, even if it's empty.
Seat, yeah.
It's always Ren, you're in the back.
The auxiliary cord.
But what?
That doesn't exist.
We got
We've got a
auxiliary cords.
cassette.
We do.
We had like the cassettes with the little wire. that goes out
The
into
wire that came out of
Walkmans.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Tape deck. Hell yeah.
Is that what they were called?
Yeah, that's what I called him.
No, I'm poor.
Yeah. You guys.
Because we're a poor people thing.
Yeah. You drive the 100 yards over to the diner, are able to park in front. Very simple building. Looks like what a Waffle House would look like if this town was big enough for a Waffle House. And you see in the back, Kevin, through the window, is doing some sort of prep work inside, or making eggs.
Sure.
Kevin,
Yeah.
when you're finished with that order, outside.
All right. Well, I already took a long break.
He's so worried about his job. I love him.
Connor.
Simple man.
Connor.
We got a lull. You get 10 minutes.
15.
10.
Connor.
5.
15.
15. Yeah, deal. All right.
Edie's just standing there like, Connor.
All right. Well, these ones are over easy. They're supposed to be over medium, but here we go. Woo. Push them out. And I scoot out the back.
As Kevin passes by Ren gives him the side eye, like, ooh, sign of the cross.
Hey.
Sugar, you were arrested this morning?
Well, I'd say I comported myself quite well, given the circumstances. Cool as a cucumber.
Now, were you arrested on charges, or did they just bring you in for questioning?
Oh, well, no. See, what happened was, Tack came in and he was talking to me, and I was trying to cook breakfast for everybody like I do. And then he was like, "Hey, you got to come on down." And I said, "Well, okay." And I went on down to the station, and he was like, "Hey, you got to sit in this cell." And then a very pretty lawyer lady came in, and she was like, "Hey, that's my client." And I said, "All right." I'd never met this woman before in my life, but hey, a free lawyer's a free lawyer. And so she was like, "Hey, you can't arrest him because you don't got a good reason or something." I don't know. And then she drove me in her car back here. She had a nice car. She kept the radio off, which I appreciate.
Okay, let's back up. So they did not ask you any questions.
No,
they just brought
they were cooking me.
Oh, okay. So they just let you sweat in an interrogation room for a bit.
Yeah, coffee there is terrible. You wouldn't believe it.
Well, it always is at police stations.
Why? They got to drink it.
It's just one of those it's just one of those things. I don't know why they drink so much coffee, but it's always terrible.
Yeah, all right.
Don't ask me how I know that.
Yeah, that's all right. You do you.
But okay. So this lawyer just showed up out of nowhere. Question, babe. Why was I not your first phone call?
I didn't get a phone call. I wasn't arrested.
You should have asked. You should have before you. Okay. Now, if this happens again, before you leave wherever you are at, you call me. If they're not putting you in handcuffs, you are allowed to call somebody because again, you are not arrested. They did not read you your rights. You call me so I can take care of it. Now, I'm concerned about A, why this happened, and B, why this woman showed up.
Well, Well,
since you didn't make any phone calls.
it probably happened when we broke into the picture kiosk.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what this is about.
Okay, yeah. We did do that. I didn't say
He give
that,
you a
but
car? Thank you for not saying anything.
yeah. No, wait. Yeah, Isra Raff. I got her card. I pull it out of my pack of cigarettes and I pass it to you. Yep, she came in and she was here. I cooked her breakfast, right? And she had the suit and the pencil skirt and she was looking scary. And then she came down to the police station and was like, "My client." And I was like, "Yeah, hell yeah." And that was that. And it's got this. Look at this card. Beautiful.
There is a moment when this card is produced, you kind of like disassociate and fixate on it for a second. And as you do, your mind just kind of clears. Like no thoughts, just you're looking at this card. It's very white. And unrelated to the card, you feel a jolt of adrenaline hit you. Excitement. Something deep within your core has activated and you can feel this energy kind of whirring through you like you've just hit the jackpot. You can feel your heart racing as the siblings are talking, but as that kind of washes over you and passes, everyone hears a large eruption and a tremor in the earth for a moment.
Well, that's not normal.
Do I know what's happening?
Never happened before.
I think, is it like a sharp?
You could roll. Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Investigate a mystery.
You can roll an investigate a mystery.
Yeah. You know what? Never tell me the odds.
Read a bad situation.
Oh, that'd be good too. No, do that. Read a bad situation.
What am I rolling with? Sharp again? Read a bad situation. Sure, plus sharp. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
And that's this. It is a 6 failure.
Okay.
Hey, you got an experience though.
Can I help him with that?
Yeah, that +1 would be a 7, making a success.
All right. Well,
how are you gonna help him?
Well, I'm going to talk about how there's actually not any fault lines right around here, right? The only hot spot is actually underneath the hot spring.
All right. Go ahead and roll to help out, please.
All right. Let's see.
Plus,
you got this.
Plus cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Plus cool. You're so cool.
I am cool.
We're dumb.
Well,
that's another 6.
Well,
oh boy.
Everybody mark experience.
Yeah, everyone
Sure.
mark experience. Ren, you're not sure what this is about. The explosion kind of like got you out of this moment. You still feel the energy pulsing through you. And Kevin, as you're explaining this to him,
I realize it's Hawaii I was talking about, not Arkansas.
Yeah, but you did pinpoint where this is, as they're the only spot that this could have come from, this sound and this eruption. Your mind drifts to the hot springs. Though they're not an active volcano or anything like that. They're the only thing that would have some sort of geological activation like this, seismic activity.
I'm so smart. All right.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You guys hear police sirens start to go as you see one of the the only ambulance in town, whirs past, heading east towards the park.
Do I see Cash? Is he out here with us?
Cash just lurking behind us.
Cash was gonna sidebar with Ren and just be like, "What are they teaching you out here? Breaking and entering?"
how to be immortal.
That's not. There's.
Edie hears breaking and entering, just side eyes that way. Like,
I mean, Ren, come on, it's amateur hour. I've taught you better.
Sometimes it's the little things that gets us excited. Speaking of excitement, things are happening, and I
Right.
don't know what.
Right, right. Well, fry me up and call me Sally. It's Mr. Fitzgerald. Good to see you. Fitzgerald being the name that you gave the hospital when you were also in the hospital with me after I got hit by that bus. You went with Twain, so I thought Fitzgerald probably.
Hold on, I want to roll just a raw cool, just to see if I can remember and keep cool under the fact that you hit
That
me
was
with
your
my-
name at one point.
Yeah.
Hemingway, like the author.
What
No
is
one
up with
succeeds.
us?
No one gets successes.
Okay, to be fair, it's
666
a
guys.
different role.
666.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
Oh my god! I'm so glad I'm holding crystals.
Oh boy.
Where's my
It's
amethyst?
happening.
Yeah,
Well-
Oh no, I turned off
you
my
say
screen.
you
Got
call
all my
me
bracelets on.
Mr. Fitzgerald, and I'm like, right. Yes, I know you.
Yeah, of course. We were in that support group for people who got hit by buses.
1 or 2.
Well,
That's
there
right.
was actually 7 people in the group. Unfortunately, now there's only 6. Somebody was a repeat offender, as they say. So, what are you gonna do? Anyway, Mr. Fitzgerald here, no first name. Well, he was there for about 3 weeks while I was in the hospital, and then one day he just up and left.
That's right. I do know your brother. Is your brother of the known variety?
As of 2 days ago, yes. You look
Oh,
yes.
Oh, he's
thank God.
He's a
Yeah, no,
guy.
Yeah, my name's not Mr. Fitzgerald.
All right.
Which thank God, because I forgot that was the name I gave you.
Sure,
Listen, when a
sure.
little bit of morphine hits your system, and you just come up with any name.
Yep.
Mr. Fitzgerald was the name of our attending, which is I'm not sure how you didn't realize.
Well, 2 people can have the same last name.
Fitzgerald in a small. Well, you know what? Anyways, proper introduction. My name's Cassius.
Cassius, pleased to meet you. I'm Kevin. Same as I said
Yeah,
last
same
time.
as last time. Right? Yeah. Well,
Yep, I'm
Right.
an expert on all things supernatural. Yep. We're gonna go figure out
right.
something. Right?
Oh, are we?
I don't know. Can we?
Well, tell you what, I'm gonna reach into the back of my Camino and I'm gonna start pulling out blazers and just handing them out. Like, all right, you're gonna be Jagger. Here, you're gonna go ahead and be Agent. I've got which one's this one? This one's Cher. And Ren, you can go ahead and be Donna. First name Ma.
I like it. I like it a lot. I'm Jagger.
You're Jagger, yeah.
All right, cool. Kevin Jagger. Pleased to meet you.
Actually, first name Mike.
Michael Jagger. Got it. Got it.
I'm gonna go tell your boss you're leaving.
Should I?
No, I'll go do
Oh,
it.
you'll do it. Oh, thanks. You're the best.
I'll go tell Connor.
All right.
Y'all wait here.
Let's get in the
So
car.
sad.
He's gonna be so pissed.
Connor,
No.
family emergency.
Again?
I'm so sorry.
I'm always left for lunch rush. Tell him he's fired. I'll see him tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell him he's fired and you'll see him tomorrow. Just walks back out.
It's a running gag, Jonathan, from last time.
I love it.
I'm fired. I'm quit. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. See you tomorrow. I quit a lot.
Pop the passenger side door open for everybody to hop in.
Ooh. All right. I'll sit up front.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
Back in
I'll
the
sit in the
community.
back then.
Can we stop at my car outside the bowling alley? I need to grab a bag.
Oh yeah, sure. Can I throw my bike in the back too?
Yeah.
Is there
There's
anywhere
space.
else y'all need to go?
Oh,
You know
Look,
what?
if
I
you
can
want
do
me
it
to be
for
able
you.
to do my portion of this job, I need the bag.
No, you're fine. You're
My bike's right here.
great. I'm just gonna grab it and toss it in. Is there anything else you need, Kevin?
No, I'm good.
Ren, where do you need to go?
Holding up a finger, there is a puff of light, and then another puff of light as Ren is sitting there with a duffel bag from Edie's car. No, we're good.
There are feathers.
So I don't need to go to my car anymore. Is it my duffel bag?
It's your duffel bag, yes.
I was like, is it yours or is it mine?
That's yours.
All right, thanks. Never mind. We don't need to go to my car. We can go.
All right.
In we go then.
Alright.
And on the way, I'm gonna fill him in on the light particulars of what I'm doing around these parts.
Yeah, you guys, this sounds very familiar to you. As a couple days ago, you remember all of these things happening.
I lean over to Ren in the backseat. I'm like, hey, do we trust this guy?
Oh, I do.
All right.
It doesn't
Well-
mean you should, though.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. There was a bump. And I said, well, because I went over it.
I'll leave it up to you, Kevin.
Oh, all right. I
Shoulder
lean up
pads.
over Edie's shoulder on the right side of her so that I'm further away. I'm like, hey, do we trust this guy?
As far as we let's go 5 out of 10 for right now.
That's not helpful. That's the worst amount of trust you could give somebody.
Look, I might be biased, and I'm just trying to weigh that in.
All right. Well, anyway, Cash, that all sounds really weird and unusual. Certainly there could be a bear that with hands. That sounds like a monster, right? Handsy
Right, but-
bears. We'd all
Hey,
be
but-
afraid of them.
According to Miss Sanders, as I take out a little notepad, ain't been a bear around here since what, 1920?
Are you kidding me? What kind of facts is those? You know what? Bears live in all 50, or well, 49, not Hawaii. All 49 of the United States. They're native.
Actually,
Also, the
1996,
government-
I don't know if that's true.
The government has been populating areas with bears so that the government dogmen can hunt them for experience.
As I'm driving, I'm gonna lean over to Edie and be right. Is he sound of mind?
Smarter than anyone I know, but loves conspiracy theories.
You trust him?
It's my brother.
So that don't mean nothing.
It does to me.
Ow.
Dog, man. This is all he says as he just drives in silence the rest of the way.
Dog man. Edie makes sure to turn off the radio if it was
Wow.
on for Kevin.
Thank you.
He did not have it on.
Good. Well, that makes it a 6 out of 10 for my
Oh, 6
trust
out of
level
10
for
now.
it.
Okay,
Yeah, for
good,
sure.
Yeah. Edie's trying real hard to not be biased because Cash is hot. She's
Fair.
trying real hard. She's like,
Fair.
oh, go.
You guys make your way across the bridge, as this is a bit of a peninsula, to the hot springs, city of Hot Springs. The park is to the north. You see a lot of cars exiting the park fairly quickly. There's traffic. People are telling people to go. You do get stopped at the gate to the park, and they say, "Oh, we're not. There's been an explosion. You can't go in there."
Flash him a badge. I'm like, right, no, we're here to supervise and help and assist with.
Okay. Yeah, no. Go on.
I'm Sergeant Mike Jagger.
As you drive by, nailed
I
it,
hit
Kevin.
the brakes and I turn back like,
Oh, fuck.
Sergeant,
What? I don't know. What am I supposed to be?
you're just agent.
Agent.
Jagger.
All right. Well, this is the first time I've done this.
That's an army rank.
I don't know.
Bless
Corporal?
this dumb boy.
Agent.
Just-
Got it. All right. Agent.
Gave him a
A-
backstory. He gave him a backstory. He was a sergeant in the army. Now
Of
he's
course,
agent. Sometimes
yeah.
he just, mixes the two up.
Nah, it was rough. Oh wait, I think I'm too young for that.
You're way too young for that.
I'll just look good for my age.
All that
Anyway.
Agent Orange, you know.
Yeah, it's great for your skin. Anyway,
Terrible for your health.
well,
Great for your skin, bad for your bones.
Oh my god.
Mm.
You guys keep driving into the park. It's not a very big park. And as you can see, all these, you see people like running. It's not super populated, but there are people moving very quickly out of here. And there are police and the ambulance is here. There is a fire truck as well. They kind of just sent everybody. As you pull up and are able to park, you can see all of this commotion going on. And in the distance, you can see as you would walk the path to get to the hot springs, and kind of there's a path that moves around them. It's made of wood, raised up so that you aren't trotting on anything that is precious. And you can see off in the distance the trees are moving where the hot springs actually are. Kevin, have you been to the park recently? Do you go here often?
oh, I go there every once in a while. It's a great place to connect with nature and the supernatural, and it's smelly.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You can see that the foliage around here has really picked up. Like, it seems to be a lot more overgrown than you remember the last time you were here, which was not that long ago.
It's looking extra natural.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And there are a bunch of cops and like the firemen. There's somebody on a stretcher, and they're all kind of confused as to what's going on. There's park rangers that are beginning to walk the path to go closer to the springs, but a lot of people standing around talking and not knowing what to do. There seems to be a bit of panic in this area.
Are we out of the car?
You can get out of the car.
I didn't know if we were out or not yet.
You can do whatever you want.
Cash is gonna put his arm around the passenger seat, and he's gonna be. I'm sorry, miss. And he's gonna reach down and under the seat and pull out a 38 snub nose. And he's gonna be like, "Are you partial to firearms or?"
Edie pulls her jacket aside and reveals her 9mm on her hip that she discreetly pulled out of the
Duffel.
It's an H&K like USP like just like full size 9mm that she just like pulled out of her bag and put it out of her duffel and just like put it on her hip. Just like shows it. She's like, I mean, I prefer a bigger caliber, but
Not a problem. I prefer something a little more discreet depending on the circumstances. He puts it in his back belt and also pulls out a knife. He's like, Kevin, do you need
What?
in?
Oh, I got my flashlight. It's real heavy.
I'm gonna put that in my boot.
Yeah.
Let you-
Hey, man, I don't know if you want me with some of that.
Edie lifts up her jeans and shows him the knife in her boot as well.
Great mind thinks alike.
And then she just pulls out of the duffel a baseball bat,
Mm.
hands it to her brother.
Oh, yeah, that real official looking. Agent Mike Jagger with my baseball bat.
Do you really think it's going to come to blows?
I hope not, but you know what? I'd rather be prepared than caught unaware, so.
Ren folds up his sleeve and snaps a bangle onto their wrist and just does the, the Darby clench.
The Darby. Oh, never mind. I apologize. I didn't choose the snub nose. It's a 9mm as well.
Oh.
Just matching guns.
Yeah, I forgot. There is a little bit of a sly smirk on Cash's face as we're matching. But I think the last thing as he like puts on a coat, is it what time of year is it?
Summer.
It's late summer.
Damn. Man, it's gonna look
Hot down
real
here.
weird. In his like big blazer, but he's gonna conceal, just kind of slung off to the side and kind of on his back, an assault rifle, which just something a little bit more compact, a little bit smaller. It doesn't have to be a big old AR-15, but
Yeah.
because you know what, I don't like the woods.
That's fair.
I've
I'm gonna
decided
take
For
my.
Cash
you,
doesn't like
that
it.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take the bike chain off my bike, roll it up tight, and stick it in my pocket.
Hell yeah.
Look at you. Okay.
Yeah, well,
You
we're
can
here to
totally leave the
play.
baseball bat. It's in my gear, and I thought it was
Sure.
funny to hand a baseball bat. I could also hand you a gun if you would.
No, I
if
just
you
love the
would
idea of a bunch of
prefer.
agents, and then one of them has a bat. Like,
I could
Yeah.
give you a 22 revolver if you'd rather.
No,
if
I
they ask
actually.
questions, be like, we were doing our annual company baseball game.
Oh,
Yeah,
we were at
right.
the company softball game, you know.
Yeah.
You never know. Hey,
You never know. Y'all want to
Mm.
play game? Y'all want in the tournament?
Pick up
Yeah.
game. Come on, pick up game.
We're
Anyway.
winning in
Yeah.
the sports with bats.
You
cricket,
guys
Well-
anything.
get out of the car.
Sure,
Yeah.
I guess.
We're geared up, I guess.
All right, you guys make your way out of the car and head down the path. Do you want to talk to anybody first, or just head on in? It
Well,
Is there
seems that
anybody
there's
that seems to?
Is there anybody who would recognize me and Kevin
yeah.
here? So Edie
Yeah,
leaves the agent thing behind.
Real
Like,
low hat on.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's just like, it's fine that I'm just gonna be here, and I'll just try to charm my way through if anybody, because everybody's gonna
Yeah.
recognize me.
Love
I'm
small
literally from here.
I hide
That's
behind my
all.
sister.
She looks out the window before we get out of the car, just takes off the the little whatever.
I forgot that you guys were
game.
from
Oh.
here. Funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just like it was a
You know,
real, it was a good
that's-
idea.
No, that
Yeah.
one's on me. I'll take the L on that one. I
you
think
guys.
I think I just invented a thing. Take the L. I love that.
It'll be a thing in a few
Watch, couple years, it's gonna. Yeah.
It's gonna catch on.
It's anybody who would notices you or would know you doesn't seem to like clock that you guys are there. They're in chaos. They're the people who are from the ambulance, who would be from the town, and the firefighters are very consumed with what they're doing. It'd be very easy for you guys to just start on the path and head in.
Is there somebody that seems to be like either barking orders or is in
No.
charge or directing?
No, nobody knows what they're doing right now. And anybody,
Chaos, got
there
it.
are no park rangers here. Outside, this seems to be like the local police and rescue.
Okay.
The park rangers, if they are involved in this, are probably further in.
Further in.
assessing. Yeah.
Okay.
Cash, you got an EPA or like a FEMA tag?
I do actually.
Maybe pop one of them on.
I'm gonna put FEMA's too
fast.
FEMA fast? Yeah, way too fast.
Dude, way too
FEMA's
fast.
at least.
All right, EPA though, you could.
Mhm.
EPA, I could get away with EPA. Put on a little coat.
Nice, looks good.
Agent Santana.
Oh wow, all right. As we
As
all
you guys
walk up.
Yeah. You start to make your way into the park proper and on this path, and you can see that it is quite overgrown. This rumbling of the ground continues, and the trees are shaking further ahead. You get to a point on this path where you see the park rangers. There's 3 of them standing there looking into the distance. You're not quite to where the hot springs are, but there's an open area before you get to the hot springs, like the rocky, so the foliage has opened up quite a bit, and as you can approach them, but they are transfixed on the distance at the moment.
Do we see anything in particular that seems to be drawing their attention?
You sure do. As you look stand past them and follow their gaze, you see in the distance, just past the hot springs, a being that is about 10 feet tall. And I will show you guys in chat. Show
That's
to
not
everybody. As this white creature with 4 hulking arms that lay down at its side. It has tentacles that come up off of its head, like very small pale eyes, a mouth that opens with jagged teeth ripping from the side of its, like where its ears would be if it had any. And it has 2 like trunks of legs, and in one of its hands there is a massive, to you guys very fitting for its size, white bow that it is holding, and it is kind of reaches down with one of its hands, and as it does, you see all of the foliage around it erupt and grow, and as it does, it like shoots out as this growing path. It maneuvers over to where the path is for the hot springs, and it just decimates it as it pops up and over, and all these planks go flying, and the park rangers back up, and they book it.
Well,
I take off my my EPA.
Don't need this anymore.
No, I've never had a chance to use the EPA one. That's a damn shame.
Damn shame. Should we? I think we should run. I think they're right. No, just me. All right.
As you guys,
Ren will look over to Cass and, dead serious in the voice. So what's the call?
Well, we don't know what it is, and we don't know how to kill it. Or can you do your whole heavenly smite thing? Can you do anything about that, or are you just a...
I'm more of a lover than a fighter, but I can do some things.
Of course, I get an otherworldly being, and he's a pacifist, damn it.
Well, where do you think its mom is? Or just bring it back home to mom.
And as you ask that question, it's a good time for us to take a little break. So we're going to be back in 5 to 10 minutes, so don't go no place. We'll figure out what this thing is and how they can defeat it, if at all, when we come back. We'll see you in a bit. Bye! Welcome back, everybody. There's been some nonsense happening, but before we get into the combat proper, we got people that are going to need to roll some things. Kevin, you have something that happens at the beginning of a mystery, if you'd like to roll that.
All right, I sure will.
Roll the damn dice, Kevin. Help us.
I'm rolling.
Oh my god.
I don't know
I
what it did yet.
swear.
What did
There's
it
no
get?
shot. This game has to be rigged.
Oh, a 6.
This
Cannot
time.
help.
4
That's
sixes
4
in a
sixes
row.
in a row. I'm gonna use a luck point.
Absolutely.
Please.
Give me
God,
that,
save
give me
us.
that.
Keep running this
12.
game. Those are gonna come back to bite you.
I
in the
know,
ass.
I know. Okay.
You know what? If there's a thing I'm gonna use it for, it's for connecting the dots and not letting you die, Edie.
Yeah. All right. So on a 10 plus, you hold 3. Again, you don't have to use all of them right now, and because you use your luck special, you get to pick an aspect of the current situation, and I will tell you what other conspiracies and aspects connect to it. So.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Well, I guess I want to know about Isra and her card and how she connects to this
Okay.
conspiracy.
Absolutely. So, as you were fumbling with the card and playing with it, you noticed that Ren fixated on the card. You
Mhm.
noticed that you've never seen him
Anything but
pause,
cool.
fall.
Yeah,
exactly. Whether this person has something to do with Ren, or has crossed paths with Ren before, or who or what they are resonates with them, that's what you've gotten from that.
Sure. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. All right. Man, can I only ask from these connect the dot questions, or since
if you
we're
have
right
something-
here?
Yeah, if you something more specific.
I'd sure love to know what this thing is.
Yeah.
Or can I not do that?
That's kind of an investigative mystery question, but
That's pretty fair.
I will give you because as you look at this thing, the grip of fear in you as you see it absolutely decimate the structures around it, you look and you see Ren standing there, and as they are, you see a bead of sweat go down their forehead, and as you follow it, you notice that their jugular is just pumping, looking at this thing, as if they are recognizing it in a way.
All
Roll,
right.
Raggy.
All right. Ren, what is this?
Ren, would you like to investigate a mystery?
I would.
Okie dokie.
Come on. If this is another 6, I'm
If
going to
it's
roll
a 6,
physical
it's-
dice.
If it's a
Yeah.
6, we're cursed.
And I don't mind like taking a photo of it and then sending into chat for
No,
like
whatevs, yeah.
transparency.
Do you want to roll in chat, or do you want to roll regular dice?
I want to see. I want to see.
Okay.
There's no fucking way.
That's 5.
Okay, can I roll to help this time?
Sure.
Yeah, roll
Okay.
a 6 too.
I'm gonna roll to help.
Oh my god.
Oh my
if-
god.
I think
Well, that's
Edie clocks
happening.
that Red is stressed and just puts like a very like calming hand on their shoulder and is just trying to like level them out a bit. They've been spending a lot of time together in the past like 48 hours, you know,
Mhm.
or
There's no
Yeah.
way
I've
it's a
been in the
60.
underworld long
Rolling.
enough. Like, he has the. Oh hey,
There we go.
All right. That is a 9.
the jitters.
I
Yeah.
fixed it. We won't
Yeah.
roll 6s anymore.
Absolutely.
All right, I trust you.
Mm-hmm. All right. What would you like to ask from this list?
Investigate a mystery.
Yeah.
What sort of creature is it?
Yeah. So, Ren, you have been on. How long have you been on this earth?
Going back biblically, Behemoth Leviathans is created on the 3rd day.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So a while.
Most of it.
Most of it. You've been around. You've been here for a while. You have a little bit of a closed memory of your time not on this earth. It was a long time ago. It feels not so long for you, but that's still millennia to everyone else. So, you know, rolling back through your Rolodex of history, you are going way back for this. Way back before you were even on this planet, before this planet was even a thing. And as you sort of bring yourself back to a time in a more chaotic realm, a realm before things split, after the split, the angels that went down, the battle that happened, you know of a group of people, a group of beings that were tied to you in a way. You see this being, you see the spikes on its head, and you are reminded of a crown. You see the bow in its hand, and the body of it, the 6 limbs that are hanging from it. And as it sort of puts 2 of them down, you find yourself, a word comes to your mouth, and you just kind of mutter, conquest. As you know that this and that feeling that you have,
It's
this
a
is
goddamn horseman.
the feeling
Oh,
that you,
no.
and you're now connecting the feeling that you felt before, was that first seal being broken.
Oh.
If there was a very big anime moment reveal, there is a harsh laugh from Ren that devolves into a more guttural, like crowish cackle. It's as if he's on drugs, looking up at the rest of the party. It's starting.
Edie,
It.
is that a normal thing for your friend here?
No. Ren, it is starting. It, as in, like, your whole reason for being here is starting.
Yeah.
Well.
Shit.
Kevin,
Uh,
you have studied a lot of things.
I'm all over.
Yeah, so you know that when Ren mentioned what they were and this prophecy, as it were, you know that,
in the asylum.
Yeah. There's a steps to what is to happen. There are 7 seals that need to be opened, 4 of which are the horsemen, and then other bad things like a third of the ocean turning to blood. Then
a third of the ocean turning to blood, a third of the people dying, a third of the land animals dying, air animals dying.
It's said to take place over 7 years, whether 7 years is actually 7 years or whatever. But you know that Ren's place is quite far down the line. There's the 7 seals and then the 7 horns that are to be blown. And they are towards the end of those horns.
Oh,
that's
great.
when shit really kicks off.
Great, cool, good.
It's gonna be bad before that.
Oh, well, so, all right, I'm gonna light up a cigarette, and then I'm gonna use one of my other questions, and I'm gonna say, what does this monster want from this person? And I'm gonna say that Ren might be this person.
All right. What this creature wants, what the Horseman of Conquest. It is said to be a creature or a horseman that will take over via conquest. Most people have referred to that as war and battalions of troops and soldiers. What this creature seems to be doing, however, is using the earth to take over, to conquer man-made things. At this point, you can kind of draw that from here.
Sure, yeah, yep.
What they want from Ren probably is to get the fuck out of the way.
Sure. Hey, Ren. Yeah, I know you got a prophecy going on and all. I think we should stop it. I think we should stop it here now. Cash, you got to you got some holy bullets there, my dude.
I'm just trying to understand. You're talking about not the biblical end.
Yeah, I really can't believe we beat out the Norse, but here we are.
Yeah, I was really thinking alien invasion, but well,
I was banking on nuclear holocaust.
Nah, the nukes weren't real. That was actually, you didn't know that?
Kevin, I would love to pick your brain if we survive this.
Well, have you ever heard of the Japanese kaiju?
As you say that, this beast roars out again and begins to make its way towards you.
All right.
So, what's the plan here? Are we stopping this thing? Are we letting the apocalypse happen?
We're getting back in the car and we are leaving this place until we figure out what in the fuck we are doing. All I've got is my 9, a knife, and this rifle, and I don't think it's going to do much against a literal horseman of the apocalypse. Ren, do you offer better suggestions?
I think it's best if you lot drive.
Ren, you're in the back.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Just straight to corral. Edie just looks at this thing, looks at everybody, clocks her brother, looks at this thing again. It just starts corralling everybody back the way we came. You know what? No, fuck it. Never mind. This is not. I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Wait, my coat.
Oh no, your FEMA coat. Or your EPA coat. You'll
never use that again.
It off the ground. He just throws it over his shoulder. Let's go. Just corralling everybody forward.
Ren will ask Kevin for the
quickly.
business card.
Oh, all right. Yeah, sure. She's a real good lawyer.
Yeah.
Edie hands Ren her cell phone.
Yeah. You guys start running, I assume, back down the path.
It starts as a brisk walk, and then I think devolves into just a sprint.
You notice as this thing is walking at triple your pace as you're going. So it doesn't seem to be going for you specifically. It is just tearing up
direction.
everything, yeah, as it goes. Ren, as you look at this card, you again see this bright white light, and as you focus on it, you see the rings, and your vision sort of shifts, and you see the rings start to move around each other.
Taking Edie's cell phone, punching in that number.
As you guys are running, you get back to the car as the other line picks up. Are you guys going to tell people to run? What would you like to do?
You should run now.
Yeah, everybody, there's been an environmental... I put the coat on, the jacket on real quick. Folks, there's been an environmental disaster.
There's been a disaster. Everybody leave, please. Hurry
Yes,
up.
The
this
Everybody
place
fucking
is
go.
now-
monster!
This place is now a contamination
Can I
zone.
get
I'm
in
gonna
the
need y'all
car,
to get
babe?
the fuck out.
There is a 20-foot tall 4-arm monster.
He's been
and it's
exposed to
coming.
lethal levels of
Definitely
gas.
taking him to the hospital.
Yep, so please, everybody, just fucking leave.
Mm-hmm.
Some shoving Kevin and stop.
I'm Mike
Tell the
Jagger.
If no one like moves in the initial like 5 seconds, Ren just reaches into like his hammer space, pulls out a gun, and fires it backwards.
Yeah. I think there's a moment you do that, everyone kind of like is startled. They start to go to their cars, and then they see this being start to come out, and as it does, all this foliage and this plant life starts to take over the path and start to crack the road. Everyone is peeling out of there, and as you guys follow, you hear the line pick up. Hello?
Hello, I have a small question. Where are my manners? My name is Renanin. I received this card from one of my friends, and it is doing some very neat things. I'm just wondering, who am I speaking to?
Oh, I'm Isra Rath. We've met before. Long time ago.
Databank, databank, databank.
This voice sounds familiar. Again, you have not heard this voice in a millennia. You're trying to put the words together, and as you do, who is it?
Is it one of the 7 deadly sins?
No. You remember the name Isra, and you're like, Israfel. Israfel. Also known as Raphael.
Well, you know, a little forewarning would have been nice.
I'm sorry?
Smacking the cigarette out of your hand.
What? No. Come on, we're all gonna die.
Like looking out the window. War is here.
No, war doesn't come for a while.
No,
That's
I'm
conquest.
literally...
They're different,
I guess
sweetie.
There is a difference. Well, conquest is here, and I didn't receive any messages. Do my siblings know?
I'm sure
Did they put you
felt
up
it.
to this?
No, I didn't do this. I heard it was happening and thought I would pop in just in case I'm needed.
Well, if the apocalypse ever happens again, a little forewarning would be nice.
Sorry, you know how communication goes up top.
Bureaucracy. Anyway, so, time frame. Am I going to see the other 3?
Oh, you know, it takes time. He probably will destroy this city, then the next city, and the big cities, and the
Do you think he's
rest
gonna
of
go
the
east or
continent.
west first? Asking for some friends.
Hard to
Ask
say.
her to stop it.
We can't stop the apocalypse.
Why?
Honey, you can stop it.
Wait, what?
You don't remember?
I have lived my entire life, for millennia, excited to die. Why
Well-
would I remember a way to stop the apocalypse?
I guess
Verbally
that's
to the rest of the car.
There's a second when you feel me let off the throttle a little bit. What the fuck are you talking about?
One of my associates, one of the big ones, Raphael, on the line. Give me a second.
Well,
The Raphael?
I was going to put it to you. You've been on this earth long enough. I didn't know if you wanted to or not. I saw that you were quite attached to some of these. What do you call them? Meat bags?
Colloquially, yes.
Yes.
It's a
So-
term of endearment.
Well, if you care about them and want to stop the apocalypse, that is a thing that can be done.
I'm going to need to think about this.
Let me know. I'll be here.
Ta. Click.
Right, how do we stop it?
Well, I didn't ask.
Oh, what the fuck? I grabbed the phone.
It's my one purpose!
Well, do it
You
later.
can still have your purpose in like 30
You need-
years.
Look,
Edie,
I'm gonna
babe, could you
die
do
in
me a
like
favor?
15, 20.
Uh-huh.
Could you grab the wheel?
Yup. Just like switches spots.
Yep. I turn
Okay.
back and I just punch Ren in the face.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the phone out of his hand.
All right.
Hell, you mean you didn't ask?
You heard him not ask.
Punching in the number again.
I'm coming back to see Edie.
Gonna swap that. Hello.
How do we stop it?
So you've made a
Leg
decision?
over my head. There's a second of. Oh, okay.
Diplomatically, yes.
All right. Well, of course, there's you gotta reseal him back where he went. As far as I remember, you need a golden wax seal, feather out of an angel of the Lord to write the inscription, and a red vessel of the four to close him in.
I can see some of those being hard to procure. Pointing over to Kevin and asking for a notepad.
Yeah, okay. I got notes. What's up?
Feather, gold seal, and what was the third one?
A red vessel of the four.
Oh, of course.
Red.
Is that an AC/DC album?
That'd be Megadeth.
Megadeth, yeah.
Mastodon, Black
Yeah.
Sabbath, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pantera, even.
It's a Dio album.
Fuck. Yep.
Dio.
And from there, what do I inscribe, or do I send this up to a notary, or?
Oh, I assume you'll need to come see me if you want one of those things. And I can help you with that if you want.
Please.
It's gonna be magic, though. You're gonna have to. It's big magic. You're gonna have to do big magic for this.
All right.
We'll be right there.
Well, we have some
But
things to acquire.
Which
first.
exit do I take?
There's one
Next
road.
one, not this one.
Don't say next
Wow.
one.
Well, it's not this one. It's the next one.
What would I roll to see if in my hammer space I have at least one of these items?
You do not have any of these items.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, just shut you down.
Sorry.
Straight up.
So we need an angel's feather, a seal, and a gold seal, and the... I'm sorry, I could not hear the word for my life.
A red vessel of the four.
Four.
The four. F-O-U-R.
F-U-F, okay. As in the
Okay,
four
we get the
horsemen.
feather from Raphael.
Yeah.
Right. Or I could beat the
I know
feather off
nothing about
Ren.
a wax seal, and I don't know what a rest vessel of the four is. This is above what I usually do.
I would like to investigate a mystery.
Well,
Ow.
Kevin, you still have questions, right? You have
Oh,
a
yeah, there you
whole.
go.
I sure do. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got one
Thank
left.
God.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should go get the feather first, and then I can. Damn,
Well, we know where the feather is. We don't
Yes,
know where
that's
the
true.
wax seal and the
Mhm.
vessel is.
which of the four are you? Aren't you one of the four?
No.
Shit.
The other four, the
Yeah.
Which
horsemen.
one's
four.
red?
Kevin,
Yeah.
you know who the four horsemen are, right?
Of course, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Ric Flair, Arn Anderson. No
TJ
wrestling
Foley
fans
G.
here? Fuck y'all.
I'm just
You
kidding.
got
Yeah.
you got
Raw.
famine, disease,
No,
war,
it's Roddy.
death.
It's Mike the Situation.
guys
It's
are
Pauly
real-
D. And it's Vinny. I'm just kidding.
You guys need to stop.
Yeah,
Tan
so
laundry. That's
It's not death.
conquest. You got war, famine,
famine,
and
pestilence.
death.
Okay.
So a vessel of the 4 could be something to do with all of them. You only know one that is like you can only think of one thing that would be a sealable vessel, and it has to do with death.
Kevin, we need to go back to the restaurant and get a to-go container.
Okay, cool. Yep.
Do you have any pressure cookers?
No, at the
That'll
what?
do it.
At a diner? No.
Yeah, fair.
All right. Okay. So we gotta go. We gotta go to the funeral home. We gotta go to the where is Isra? She said she was gonna come for lunch, so maybe back to the diner. And then where do we get golden wax from?
Do we need golden wax or do we need a golden seal?
We need a golden wax seal.
Oh, idea.
Honey.
Honey farm.
That's goldish. All
Yeah.
right. Cool. Let's
Look at
go.
you.
Speaking of.
It's this one right here. You're passing it.
I slap it out of your hand, Ren.
Oh, no, that's gonna. You want ants? This is how you get ants.
That's gonna be real popular in a few years. I have a feeling.
Oh God, RJ, you get me.
So to do this, to seal this creature, you are going to have to use big magic. To do so, you're going to have to get the items, find, do it in a spot, do the spell together. One person is going to have to use magic, and then you guys are all going to participate in the spell, and you're going to have to do it near this thing.
Right. Well, it's a good thing we got the El Camino because we can fit that red mahogany coffin in there real good.
We're not getting the red mahogany.
Are you? We need the red vessel of the 4. You paid attention? Come on, Cash. You're supposed to be money at this. This is day 4
It's
for
fine.
me.
I'll pay for it. I don't care.
It's
I
not
mean,
about.
there was a cherry poplar as well, a little bit more affordable.
Let's get the mahogany. I mean, might as well go.
Yeah,
It's the end of the world, guys.
Yeah.
Right, you're getting the heavy end.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So that's fine. All right, diner's
What are we
coming up
getting
right
first?
Yeah, what are you guys getting first?
I think easy to hard. So the
Where are
mahogany casket would make more sense.
Yep. Let's just
Yeah.
steal it.
Okay. Yeah, you guys make your way to
Okay.
the funeral home.
Twist my arm.
We don't have time.
MacArthur's final rest. You make your way back over Caduceus.
Caduceus, of
You got
course.
this. I believe in you.
Caduceus. Cash. You make your way back to the funeral home, and it seems people aren't panicking in town. They don't really know what's going on, but you are booking it through town, and you see people like diving out of the way, like clutching their pearls, and
Is the funeral home open?
yeah, it's like
for business?
10. It's like 11 o'clock.
Oh, it's
Making
not
a
currently.
profit.
There's not currently a
Yeah.
show viewing.
No, not today.
All right, that's good.
I think we burst in and I run over to Terrence. Terrence, we need your mahogany casket now in my El Camino.
Right now?
Official business. I need it now. Where is it? Which one is it?
We have some in the viewing room. Usually we customize it to our.
Don't need
No,
it
No,
customized.
we
I need
need
whatever
the
you
one
got.
straight off the display floor. I'll pay for it. It's fine.
Okay.
Where's your
is
hand cart?
Checker. It's over. Checker cash.
That's cash.
Cash.
Right. Okay. Well, let's. I'll get the paperwork going, and he
Nope.
kind of like is fumbling because you guys are in such a hurry, and he's grabbing it's a.
Okay, you guys start moving it,
Yeah.
and Edie will deal with
okay.
the paperwork.
Okay. She starts filling.
She just starts
it out.
directing everybody.
Who is the deceased?
We just
All of us, if we don't hurry up.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Come on.
I'm just it's a scavenger hunt. We have to get a coffin. I'm gonna buy it. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Go ahead and roll to manipulate someone.
I
Yeah,
was gonna
that's
ask
what
if
I was
I could
hoping
just slap down
for.
some gold coins on the table, like ancient fucking.
No, I got it. Don't worry about it. You don't need to. You girl will
You know
Rachel.
what? Rachel is going to roll above all of us.
That's all I have is charm.
Mhm.
You girls got the southern
All
charm today. So she rolled a 10.
You have made this man so off of his access that he's okay, and he starts filling it out, asking you questions,
just pulling cash out of her,
Mhm.
like just thousands of dollars in cash, just out of nowhere. He's he like barely counts it as you pass. You guys have gotten it into the car. It is like in the front and like kind of popped out the back a little bit. You can Bungee
grab
cords.
some. Yeah,
ratcheting down.
ratchet it down. And as you close the doors to get back in the car, he's kind of standing at the front of the funeral home. He's have a nice day now.
It's a super weird scavenger hunt. Thank you so
just
much for
peel
your
off.
help.
Hey,
You
watch
have
out!
a
There's a
lovely
giant
day.
monster coming from the park.
What?
80, sweetheart, did you get a return policy figured out?
I'll just turn it into a big cat bed or something.
But we're actually putting the big guy into the coffin.
It doesn't
can we
matter.
return
It's money.
We're gonna
money's
dig a
not
big
problem.
hole.
Damn, you're just throwing out money like that. All right.
We're gonna dig a
Yes.
big hole. And
We'll
fill it
talk
with
about my
concrete.
career later.
Sink that thing in concrete.
Next up, Honey Farm.
Hell yeah. Edie and Kevin, you guys know where this farm is. It's a little bit outside of town. As
Right
you guys,
past Mrs. Finley's.
Yeah. So you guys make your way south, and almost to, you go across the bridge on the bottom side of the peninsula, and pull up. It's a lovely little farmhouse. There's some nice little fields behind it that have like the shorter plants, like bushes for cherries and that sort of stuff. There's a bit further back is a bunch of beehives that have been set up, and you see Zoe is out front. She's kind of like dusting the dirt off her hands and wiping her brow as she's moving one pail over to somewhere else.
Y'all stay in the car.
Staying in the car.
Thank you. Just Edie gets out, calmly walks up to Zoe.
Edie, 2 times in one day. Isn't this a special thing?
I'm so sorry. This is kind of a weird request. I know you have
course.
bees. So
Mhm.
you've got beeswax, correct?
Of course.
Could I buy some?
Oh, yes. Are you looking to turn it into waxing for the body?
Oh, no. I want to send some really intricate letters, do some wax seals.
I see. Okay, so do you know how to temper it? You have to boil all the...
Absolutely. All the impurities
yeah,
out of it.
of course. Yeah.
Do you have any that's already done, or
I
do
have some in
will I
the
need to do
cooker
that?
now. It'll be about 20 minutes, though.
We could.
I start
Looks back at the
honking.
car.
Good.
I'll just take some raw beeswax.
Oh, is your friend there? Hi, Ren.
Yes, yeah.
Ren is just slumped in the back of the El Camino, a cigarette burning on his lips. He's just so put out.
Oh, we're
and
smoking in
Kevin's
here
there,
now.
too.
Great.
No, I
Stop.
put it out. Damn it! I said no smoking in the El
We're on
Camino.
a really weird scavenger hunt.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, since you're back in town and we haven't seen you in a while, I'll give it to you if you come over for a cup of tea later.
Okay. Tomorrow lunch I will bring I'll bring a pie, and
Right.
you brew the tea, and we'll have a good old fashioned sit down, and we'll catch up.
Yeah, I'll make some sandwiches for us.
I
Okay,
jump over and
perfect.
honk the horn.
Just
Oh,
please
y'all
give
are
me
in a
the-
hurry, huh? Okay.
Yeah, it's a Time Crunch scavenger hunt.
Oh, okay. She kind of like shuffles over. You see one of the kids run out and starts playing with one of the chickens, and she goes over and like starts cutting wax. She's like, "How long are you gonna be in town for this time?"
For
God, I
for a
hate to do
bit,
this. I start revving.
for a while, a couple weeks probably. So
Mhm.
plenty of time to catch up.
All right, well, I'm gonna put a little bow on this for you.
Oh, you really don't need to.
Edie,
there
the
you
diner's
go.
on fire. We have to go.
Thank
Oh my
you.
goodness!
You have a lovely rest of your day. She just like kind of just like throws.
Good to see you, Kevin.
Yeah,
Come by soon.
All right,
just like
will
tucks
do.
a 20
Bye.
into her hands. And just,
Oh,
like,
thank
literally
you.
sprints for the car.
Oh.
I've
Just
got the
like,
door
it
pop
must be.
for you.
she's just like slides in, closes it.
I reach across you to grab your seatbelt, buckle it in, and throttling it.
Just peel out in the driveway and go back out. Yeah. Where are you guys going? Where you want to do this? You start to drive back onto the peninsula and into town, and you see
Raphael.
in the distance there's just smoke rising from the hot springs city proper.
How close we got to get to this damn thing?
Pretty close by my estimation.
Spitting distance or shooting distance?
Shooting will work. I mean, it's
Oh, let's go halfway
small arm
between.
fire.
Rock throwing distance.
Thereabouts.
Good old slingshot distance. All right.
Sure.
Slingshot
yeah.
distance, got it. Will you
Got
call
it.
your friend?
Yeah, we need that feather.
Boop, 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 boop.
It rings like 4 times. It feels like forever. Hello.
Hello, my dear. We're heading into town now. If you wish to meet up with us for the sealing ritual, we're going to need to borrow one of your feathers, or if you have any feathers on hand.
Of course, yeah. Where do you want me to meet you? Oh, actually, hold on. And you guys feel the car shift a little bit as she
The hell?
appears in the back seat.
I was thinking the diner.
Oh, this doesn't work for you?
Well,
I close the phone.
Just
Yeah.
takes her phone and puts it back in her pocket.
She
I'm
looks over.
focused
Hi,
on
Kevin.
what? Who the hell is that?
Hey, Ezra.
Just keep
How you
driving,
doing?
babe.
This is Mrs. Raff.
Hi.
Yeah, the lawyer.
Yeah, because she got me out of jail. No problem. Lickety split.
The laws of
Divine
man.
beings will do so.
She knew what she was doing. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just I move over and let them sit next to each other.
so, spitting distance was the colloquial term used to get for how close we need to get to conquest at the very least. This is going to require a bit from both myself and Miss Raff.
Oh, I'm not going to participate. I can't participate. Ugh.
Oh.
I'm going to need some help with some magic.
Oh, I can give you the spell.
Great.
This is a lovely car.
Appreciate it. Please don't smoke in it.
Oh, I would never.
Yeah. All right, well,
Like, yeah.
yeah, of course. Who would? All right. Well, this is going slower than a sloth in molasses. So let's pick this up, guys. Come on.
As you guys make your way back through town to the bridge, you guys, as you're crossing over the bridge, you can see that there is a mass amount of foliage that has like trees and vines and bushes that have taken over. You can see the park was off to your left. But the path to the park is completely overgrown. As you look ahead, the city of Hot Springs is ablaze as these plants and foliage keep taking over, and you can see this hulking being moving slowly for such size, but it is deliberately like pushing its hands into the ground, and the road is breaking as little plants and medium-sized plants and large plants are moving through it.
Maybe right here at the bridge then.
I mean, might as well. This is our last stop, Armageddon.
Armageddon out of here.
All
Runs as
right.
he pops the door open.
Armageddon on.
Raphael gets out of the car, scoots out next to you, and she kind of looks at you, Ren, and goes, I'm very proud of you. I'm glad that you made this choice.
I have a new dream now. And it is to be the best bowler in the world.
Oh, she puts her hands on her chest. That's so sweet.
I had to do a lot of mental gymnastics to get there, but here we are. I am okay with this.
I like
Martin
speedball
Luther.
myself.
Less dreaming and more doing.
Oh, of course. Be not afraid. There is a second, and I would like everyone except for Ren to make me a act under pressure roll, please.
Now,
What is an act under pressure? Cool.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
cool. Fuck.
Jake, how? How?
Worse.
Well,
Not awful.
No, but-
I mean, it could be
it's
worse.
pretty bad. Yeah, you're right.
Mm.
No, I just
Not
said
mechanically,
level 5,
but you know. Damn.
Hey.
All right.
Yay.
Edie and Cash, you guys, for a split second that feels like an eternity, see a visage in front of you, and it is a bright, shining light. There are, like, this thing takes up your whole vision. It's not that you are seeing it in front of you, it is in your mind and taking over you for just a moment as you see mass amounts of wings and 3 giant rings moving around each other covered in eyeballs as there's this biblical angel appears before you for just a second. Kevin, you see it as well, and your eyes fixate on 2 of the eyes that are a part of this as they are rotating. You realize that you're screaming, and then you throw up.
Like a cat.
And you were all kind of stunned for a moment, Kevin, longer, as she is just standing there, the same Isra you saw before. She's holding a fairly large feather in her hand, and she kind of passes it to Ren.
I love what you did with the eyelashes.
Thank you. I heard about mascara.
Can I smoke a cigarette now?
Yeah. No, you
He
can
just
have.
he puts a lighter out of nowhere.
I put the cigarette in his mouth and you light it.
Yeah.
I think at the moment of coming to, if she would have accepted it, I think I would have found my hand in Edie's just as like ground myself,
Mhm.
and that's the only reason why I didn't freak out.
She like feels that she's just like, yeah, this feels necessary at this moment. This is weird. This is not what I usually deal with when it comes to the supernatural. Like the divine is not usually her. Like Ren was her only, like, you know, the divine. Okay, you know what I mean. Like eventually, like,
Right.
she's dealing with like vampires and like, you know, all the other things. Like that's really been her, you know, like eradicating those kinds of nests and that kind of stuff. You know, like pest supernatural, not just not like dealing with like demons and gods and like, I mean, like, you know, she doesn't deal with the devil, but like it just
We've
still
been
feels
dealing with
weird
the
for her.
cockroaches of
Yeah,
supernatural.
Yeah.
like she met the devil, she met Lucifer, but that's about it. Like she
Mhm.
just like still feels like it's very abstract. Now there's
Yeah.
an angel in front of her, and she's like, oh, weird.
And this would be
It's so
Cash's
weird.
first time, other than Ren, with any sort of deity or deus.
Mhm.
And so he's definitely, yeah, he sheepishly kind of slides his hand out from yours, like, right, you ever get used to that? God, I can't imagine people do. Kevin, I'm gonna borrow one of those.
Yeah. Go. Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
my
I
only
mean-
experience besides Ren is you know, the devil himself, and he was relatively personable.
You know, that's the mistake most people make.
Throws the cigarette away, and I'm taking out
Lucy
a
is
flask.
pretty good.
Well, pass it here.
There you
Yeah,
go.
you know, no bad feelings here. I mean,
Sticks
like,
to the letter of the law. Anyway, the 3 of you did very well for your first unveiling. Usually, people go blind.
It's an
takes the
honor.
flask out of Cash's hands, just
Yeah.
knocks a little back, passes it
There
back.
you go. Atta girl.
Light
All
a
right.
second cigarette off my first one.
Fun
Just
fact,
start-
I can do that too.
Well, don't.
Okay, so we have feather, have wax. I hope that, you know, uncured is okay. Pure, I guess you would say. And we should probably start heating that up. And we have caskets. Oh, I don't do
Marty pulling it out.
magic.
The click of the cigarette lighter
Pivot.
inside the
You gotta
Camino
pivot.
pops.
Well,
Hans Ren said Zippo lighter. It's like, here you go.
heat it up on the engine.
Hammerspace pulls out a spoon, will take out some wax and just start like heating it on top of the spoon for the seal. All right,
that's-
let's see.
Okay. All right.
Alright.
Big
How close
magics.
is this thing at this point?
It is not coming towards you, but it is rampaging the city at this point, decimating it.
We're gonna need some people to draw it over this way while we prep the spell.
I hand Kevin the 9 that I was carrying. I was like, right, you shot one before? If your sister's done it, I gotta imagine that you've
Yep.
done it.
Yep,
Okay.
I got it, and I take yours, and then I pull out mine. Now I got 2.
Boy, man, I should have thought about that as I rack my rifle and I start aiming. I'm like,
Well, God bless. Let's do this.
All right.
Do I need to go get my fake guns?
No,
For my
not
Lara
for stream.
Croft
Not for
costume?
stream.
Okay.
hey,
Yeah,
yo,
you.
hold up, wait
you-
a minute. don't speak
Later,
on my
later,
behalf, LB.
Later.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Later.
All right.
Another game.
Who is going to attack this creature?
Present.
I'm gonna just start unloading a clip into this fucking thing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a the kick some ass.
Is that
All
a
right.
tough?
That is plus tough.
I'm gonna try.
All right, that's a 7. That's not terrible.
Hey.
Not
What did you
great.
get? Is Kevin gonna fire
Me,
this
I
thing as
am.
well?
Yes, sorry, I'm into
Hey!
it. Hey.
Hey, look at that.
Yay!
If we
Now
get
we're gonna
another
do
one.
7, exactly.
Yeah.
We're moving on up, guys.
Yep.
All right. As you
Started from the
guys
bottom, now we're here.
start firing at this thing, your bullets make impact with it, and you can see as it pierces into it, a golden ichor leaks from it, as this thing does not have normal blood. Oh.
I just want to say really quickly, LB, shout out for calling it what it is, ichor, because too many people say ichor and it bugs me.
Oh,
It's giving me
you're
the
welcome.
ick.
Yeah.
Baker.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But as you have not protected yourself from a rebuttal attack, you see as one of its hands is in the earth, ripping at the concrete and the buildings around it. The hand that is holding the giant bow, faster than you can blink, fires 2 shots at you two, and you both take 3 harm as
Wow.
this arrow slices into you. And you can see as it is stuck in you for a moment where it is hit, it is this white holy light glowing, and it burns your skin a little bit as you are not quite bleeding out, but it fades for after a moment, and you have a large hole about 1 inch in diameter in your
still
body.
He's
large.
throwing open the coffin.
Yeah.
Just like the bus. Ugh.
How much harm do we take?
3.
3. Yeah.
Unless you have some sort of armor. Then,
Armor?
yeah.
God. Why don't you have? That's you're a professional. You're supposed to have armor, whatever you are. Anyway, I'll shoot again.
Well, just wait.
Sure.
Yeah. It
No,
starts
Trying
it's
to
not.
help. I'm sure
Don't do it.
Edie is like seeing this happen. She's just trying so hard to like resist, also like fighting this thing and helping them and trying to help Ren with like the magic portion of this, but it's going against every fiber of her being. You see her
Mhm.
like just like she's on top of this coffin, ripping it open, like like helping them heat up the all the stuff, like trying to get prepared for this spell.
Mhm.
Even though that's not her jam. Also trying
Yeah.
really hard not to run.
Who is going to who's going to cast this magic? Who's going to use magic? You are.
Renwell,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, you guys start making you are very quickly putting together this seal and opening the casket, facing towards this hulking being. I would like Kevin and Cash to make me an act under pressure roll as this thing is moving towards you and grips one of its hands into the earth and starts ripping up towards your direction.
Let's go,
boy.
baby.
7.
That's not bad.
777, baby.
Hey, we're turning around.
Moving
We're
on.
really, we're really just rolling the same shit tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Quite mid.
All right. And Cash, you as well.
Me as well.
Act under
cool.
pressure. Roll plus cool, please. You're super cool.
I'm gonna use unfazable to take
Okay.
+1 to my cool.
Hell yeah.
Gonna be
Ooh.
+3.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
All right. You dodge out of the way of these plants. Kevin, you see them and they start to grow around you as you do not take any harm from this, but you feel yourself kind of stuck in place for a moment as this thing is walking towards this, as Conquest walks towards you. But you guys have a spell to do. 3 of you are available to start it if you would like.
How many does it require? All of us, or just
At least
2 of us?
3.
I got it. You guys are good.
He's like standing like atop the coffin, like one leg on either side with like this like at the end of it with this thing open, heating up the wax. Like Ren's got like the feather in their hand. Like
Mhm.
it's like
This is
just like trying to figure
From
out
anybody
like,
else's
how.
perspective, it's such a crackhead moment.
It looks insane. She's got a spoon in her hand. She's straddling a coffin. She's like got a lighter underneath the spoon. It looks like we're about to do a drug, but we're not.
That's what I'm saying.
Edie hears.
To anybody else, we are just some addicts in the middle of the woods.
God is my drug.
Edie hears like some ancient language, like a prayer going up as Ren is like holding the feather. That is his
Aramaic or
needle.
something crazy.
Yeah, it's Enochian. It's
Oh,
funnier.
okay,
Enochian.
okay.
It's
All
a
right.
deaf language.
Rockin', I hardly know it.
Hey, look at this guy.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Hey, yo.
Gabagoo.
Go ahead and roll
Alright.
me a use magic, please.
Yeah,
I believe in you so hard.
get weird.
Can I help? I guess we'll see if we need.
If they need it.
I'm gonna use a 12. My luck.
Okay.
Nice. Thank
That was
God.
it. That was a 2, by the way. For
Ooh.
everybody out there.
Double
Um,
ones.
Oh God, I
Hey,
haven't had your character
I'm rubbing
sheet
off.
up. Yeah, there you go. All right. So your luck move. When you spend luck, you get word that your mission requires something difficult that must be done by you urgently. And boy, is this a great opportunity for that. You start this spell as your words speak and reverberate out into the world. Edie, you start to pour the wax on top of this casket on the edges to seal in this being. The horseman roars out, and you hear in your mind, Ren, the beast is going to speak directly to you, and it says, "Father will not be pleased. He will require your attention." As he begins to shrink and his bones crack as he becomes smaller and more ethereal, he turns into like a small bead of light, and as that light moves very quickly past you, Kevin, the branches breaking at your feet, it hits the back of this coffin. The lid slams shut and the wax glows in a golden light around it as you have sealed Conquest back.
Ren will take a couple of steps to the coffin and place like a boot on it. On my name and my authority, go fuck yourself.
Ah, good one.
Couldn't have said it better, ma.
Oh shit, Kevin.
You did a great job.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, Cash.
All right. Well, we'll lay in the back.
Damn.
You guys drive us to the hospital.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll drive. We'll get there in like 30 seconds.
I hand you the keys, but I like clasp them into your hand. I'm like, For love of God, please don't scratch the paint.
Before they leave, Ren will look over to Edie.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of those two. Alright? I've got a meeting.
Which
So I'll
one
see you in an
are
hour.
you? Are you the first one or the third one?
Which one
Are
is
you-
the air one?
The air one.
I
There's
believe
the-
that's the third
There's
one.
the dragon, the
Water,
beast,
earth.
and the false prophet. So the beast
Oh
is
no,
the
okay,
Leviathan.
so don't let
Oh,
me get
boy.
on this biblical rant.
Okay.
Okay.
Because those are 3 separate beasts.
Oh, you're not one of those beasts.
No, I'm part of the trilogy of Behemoth, Leviathan, and the Ziz.
Ah, I see. Okay, never mind. I was like, if you're the false prophet, then things are gonna get a little funky.
Or, for people who are not biblically inclined, Rayquaza, Kyogre, and Groudon.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. That
Yo,
makes
listen,
more sense.
you fucked me up when you said Rayquaza. I was like, I don't remember that in the
Rayquaza?
Bible. Wait a minute.
Rayquaza.
Because I grew up in the church, so I was like, Rayquaza's not in the Bible. What?
Some big green snake.
Some big
I'm
green
Serbian
motherfucker.
Orthodox, okay?
You mean
And- but also a
Akukulkan?
pagan
Revelations
witch.
are crazy. Anyways, Raphael turns to you and she says, I can watch them for a little bit. Maybe we can go bowling. If you don't mind, could you not tell Dad about my involvement in this? He'd be very upset. Since
Who are
he
you?
ordered it, you know?
I don't. I just see a lawyer here.
Oh, thank you.
Save some pizza for me. And there is the.
The foop.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
And I'm driving everybody else to the hospital.
All right. As the camera zooms out of this El Camino with the 3 of you in it, Raphael is walking away from the chaos, the burning buildings, people coming out in this quiet moment as the beast has been defeated and returned to its seal. That's a good place for us to end for tonight.
Don't worry, I'll call you.
I would like to do stars and wishes before we get into our outros, if you guys don't mind, because apparently we might revisit these characters. It seems to be coming up.
Please? Always? I'm always down to play Edie in this game. It's so silly.
All right, who would like to start?
Hello, everybody.
Oh, Ren.
I love this pickup game so much. Edie and Cass, it's like doing the whole like, do I like you? You're hot, but also don't trust you. There's a little bit of mystique there. Matching 9mm.
Instantly, I was like, yeah, that's the one.
The handhold.
And then there's gonna be like episode.
Are we
where you're
engaged
gonna-
now? Like,
Are we married?
are we
I
married?
mean, trauma bonding, right?
One of
Trauma?
you needs to go
Did we just get
missing, and then
engaged?
the other has to go on a rampage to find them.
Is this like Liam Neeson and Taken? Like, does one of us go missing and the other one just goes like and finds them?
Mhm.
It's one of us is Liam Neeson, the other's John Wick, so we're just fucking shit up on both ends.
Yeah.
There is a
You think you both get,
miscommunication.
yeah.
You made a real mistake stealing one of us.
Wait, what? Sir, this is a Denny's.
Gunfire in the background. It's me.
Jake, Kevin, my guy. Oh,
What?
just rolling with the punches, more or less, and just Kevin's the heart of the party. I can firmly say that.
I'm
I
here.
love me, Kevin. To our wonderful DM, hey, thanks for bringing up some backstory. This is great. This is fun for me. I guess I go bowling now.
Mhm. Well, we'll see if you get to leave heaven.
Oh, hey, yo.
Oh gosh, you got stuck in heaven. What a shame.
Oh,
Terrible
no.
place to be stuck.
You remember the last couple of people who rebelled against God?
I met one. All right.
Do you see what he
gave
does
me
to
special
people?
powers.
Do you see what they do to people who eat apples?
Yeah, well, that's a good point. Also, Edie, we're gonna have to talk about that.
Right?
It's a weird thing to bring up on a first date.
And a
Weird
wish.
first date.
Hey, I'm always down to play a pickup game of Monster of the Week, especially with characters like these.
Yes. I'll let you know. You guys are always my first call, except for Jonathan, who was my second call.
Hurtful, but understood.
All right, who's next?
I'll go next. So what is it? Stars first?
Yep.
Star LB, the casket, the honey, just like everything got placed in, the lawyer, just like everything was like very smooth. And it wasn't until like we were brainstorming and came up with everything that it was like, oh shit. I mean, clearly you planned everything, but it just didn't feel like it until we had that aha moment. So that to me felt really great. I didn't have to watch RJ and Rachel like do the reaction. I got to feel it this time.
Yeah.
So it felt extra good.
Yeah.
So that was definitely my star moment there. The second thing was like, we were about to, I was ready to just start shooting that thing in the forest. You guys were like, we got to run. And I was like, man, are you sure? And you were like, oh, definitely, yes. So good job.
And then Kevin got hit for like all his health, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Kevin was ready. He got stuck in the ground, and you guys were like, all had to go do the ritual. I was like, well, light my last cigarette. Here we go, baby. So that was great. Wish would be to jump into Edie's backstory on the next one, because now Kevin needs to know. They got to have a heart to heart, and
we got
maybe
the devil, we got the rival, we got
we've got the love interest, we've got a cool younger brother. She's the protagonist for this story. So I would love to see more of that.
Dope.
I can go after that. My star is going to go to Jonathan/Cash for hopping in to a story that already had a bunch of established bits and throwing in your own. Like Ren just always sits in the back and like just creating like this whole character that just fits so well into this like weird little universe that we created in like 3 hours the last time. It was perfect and so funny, and just like it went well with everybody and like played well off of all of the different characters. It was very fun, and I loved it. And my wish is going to be that we do this at least one more time, because this was so silly and so fun. I just like, again, I am definitely guilty of getting attached to characters in one shots, but I am attached. Not only am I attached to my character, I'm attached to everybody else's characters. Like I want Ren to get out of whatever meeting that they have to go to and hear what that's about. I want to dive into like, you know, I want to dive into Cash Savor. I want Kevin and Edie to have some hard conversations about why she made a deal with the devil and like and how that is going to affect Kevin and why she did it. And I think it'd be really fun to dive back into all of that stuff.
Oh yeah, putting out the cigarette while I was in the car, I was like, that was smart, clever, and quick.
I love it. I like little bits like that. Star. I want to start with LB, and I'm just going to mirror what Jake said, because phenomenal. I don't usually put that much thought into my setups, but yours was so expertly delivered that it didn't feel like, it wasn't obvious. It wasn't Chekhov's gun just standing out like, oh, we're going to come back to this later. It just felt like, I was like, okay, weird filler, but we can go with it, until everybody brought it together. We're like, oh shit, we already have all the things we need. So that was awesome.
I'll be the Monster of the Week expert.
It's phenomenal. It's fucking killer. Jake, love Kevin. Kevin, like immediately I was like, I would kill anybody if they touch this boy. You truly are the glue that kind of keeps everybody together. So love that. Ren, your commitment to the disassociation between like deity and humanity is so good, without it being like conflicting or interfering with the rest of the story. So it very much accents everything that's happening. So I love that. And Rach, of course, my sweet Rach. The will they, won't they? The tension, the just absolute. I trust this guy because he's hot, but also I shouldn't trust this guy because he's hot. Is just fucking visceral and perfect, and I love it. And I would love to see more of Cash and Edie and will they, won't they? What will happen? My wish to be back and do another 10 episodes of this. 'Cause I didn't expect myself to get so attached to Cash, but now that I've played him and now that I've seen how he melds in this world, I want it.
Hell yeah.
We all do.
RJ?
Sorry, what was the line that was like, 5 is literally the worst thing you could put on a trust scale?
Yep.
We immediately upgraded him to a 6.
Yeah. Now he's higher, I would hope, you know?
Yeah, he's got to be at least
now
an
we're
8
at least
now.
we're like a 7.5, 8.
Honestly, you do
7.5,
right
8.
by Kevin once, you're 10.
Yeah.
I also
You
like how
you protect my brother one time, you're at a 10. But
we kind of glossed over where Edie falls on trust with Ren.
oh, 10 out of 10 for Ren.
Oh,
Like not
very
accidentally
sad.
killing humans,
Damn.
but like for
Now.
trust for the job, yes. But for like, you know, general society 4.
that's a lot higher.
Yeah, trust for the job 10, trust for humans 4. She just feels like she's got to babysit, you know, down here.
And this is in '96 when trust for humans should have been at an all-time high.
It was the
At
best
least
of
close
times.
to. Yes,
It was
yes.
the best of times.
It was the best of times. Wait, isn't that an Olsen twins? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times.
That's
Tale of Two
definitely
Cities.
that's right.
Yeah.
It's an Olsen twins
Olsen
reference,
twins?
right?
Yes,
No,
it is from an Olsen
it's-
twin movie
maybe.
where one of them was rich and one of them was poor, and they swapped spots. Yes, that.
But that's Charles.
I'm
That's
gonna let
Charles
y'all
Yeah.
Dickens.
chew on
Yeah,
that for a second
yeah.
because I'm gonna go grab my food from the door real quick.
Okay, go ahead. My stars. I loved the moment where Ren was like, "Oh shit, the apocalypse! It's finally happening! It's popping off!" And then they go, "Oh no, my favorite meat bags. Oh, do I actually want this? Now I have to think about it." I loved that. I loved that moment.
Is this
'cause
what
I don't-
mortals go through all the time? Is this
Yeah.
what they call anxiety?
Because I honestly didn't know which way you were gonna go. I put it out there. I was like, I mean, if they have to fight Ren and this thing, they could. I had, you know, Kujo's characters' books and everything were still available if you guys needed to find anything that way. There was things, but yeah, no, that was my favorite moment of the night. And the fact that you guys saw the threat. Saw how big the threat was and didn't go for it. I was expecting you to try and fight it and then immediately run once it started doing damage to you, because that thing hits hard and it has a lot of health. So I'm glad that you guys saw the threat and were like, no, and just booked it.
It did half my health and damage in one hit. It wasn't happening.
Yeah, well, you knew that at the end. You didn't know that when it popped out at first. So, I mean, it is, you know, one of the horsemen of the apocalypse. So,
I'm gonna get up on it with my bike chain.
Yeah. My wish would probably be to do a slightly longer, like a 2-shot or like a 4-hour type thing. Because if we're gonna get into backstory and stuff, it would have to be a little bit longer form if there's going to be a mystery involved with it. Which I'm okay with, but that's probably the next step would have to be. But I love these characters and I love running this game and making you guys all scared and giving you the aha moments. That's my favorite when you guys put it together. When I sprinkle the pieces out there and you guys just eat them up. That makes me very happy. Well, thank you guys for playing. Let's go around and have everybody say who you are and where people can find you, starting with Jake.
Oh, hey everybody, I'm Jake. You can listen to my podcast, Legends Rerolled, where we replay classic stories. Season 1 was The Wizard of Oz. We replayed through that. That was a lot of fun. I was the Cowardly Lion. Season 2 is going to drop August 28th is going to be the first episode. But I don't know if we're revealing what that story is, so I'm not going to do it here. But aside from that, you can catch me normally on Wednesdays over on Nerd Immersion, where me and LB play. That's a lot of fun, and this was great. I had a wonderful time.
Yay, Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel Rachel Elizabeth, or Rachel Elizabeth with a Z, the metal and 7S. I'm here on Sundays for some high-level D&D bullshit, where I play a very moody elf who is glowing green with radiation. The last time, because your girl made a narrative choice to tank her con stat and has regretted it ever since for the last 16 levels. But here we are. And then I am on GGK Game Nights with 2 G's and Nights with a K on Tuesdays for some more high-level D&D stuff, and then every other Wednesday for some Scum and Villainy, which is very fun. And if anybody was wondering, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Actually, it was bedtime. It's from The Adventures of Mary Kate and Ashley. Hello, my 80s and 90s babies. That's me.
RJ.
I too read books sometimes. Hello, my name is RJ. You can catch me at RJustice282 on Twitter, Twitch, and all other social medias. I'm normally doing a lot of things on the internet, so if you want to see some stuff, check out the Twitter, and I'll typically retweet when the ADHD doesn't have a chokehold on me.
And of course, our wonderful guest for this evening, maybe for further, the wonderful Jonathan.
Hola, buenas tardes. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It's a Charles Dickens quote, not Mary Kate. Fucking Ashley.
Fight me.
It was the
Mary
end of
Kate and
times.
Ashley. The Adventures of Mary Kate and Ashley.
Porque
which was a
no los
90s
dos?
TV show.
¿Por qué no los dos? Y'all might know me as Latinos Against Spooky Shit. You can find me Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays streaming over on my channel. You can also find all my stuff, latinosagainstspookyshit.com. And then coming up soon, a Candela Obscura game being brought to you by me for Tabletop Tempest. Tabletop Tempest, of course, being the AP channel that I am part founder of, founded by immigrants and the children of immigrant parents, where we get to tell stories that aren't otherwise told. And of course, the premiere of Beneath the Surface has launched, so check that out. American Effigy being the second show being released, and mine being Breaking Prometheus, coming sometime early next year. And that's all I got for you.
And I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Instagrams. You can find Hack Recklessly on YouTube, Spotify, and Twitch. You found us. You're here. Hi. How's it going? The next time this channel is going to be live is on Thursday for our normal Thursday night stream, where the gang is going to get together and play some party games. Ren will be streaming by herself on Friday this week. I will be traveling. No D&D this weekend, unfortunately, but it'll give them some time to figure out what to do, because they are in the end game. They are facing off against Talona and Bashaba, who have merged back into one, and they've got to figure out how to defeat her and how they want to. Do they want a big old brawl? Do they want to lure her somewhere? Do they want to tank her hideout and then leave a note that says, "Fuck you, come find us"? Who knows? I don't know. They don't know. Yeah,
Not that
for sure.
one.
But yeah, all my stuff is on my socials. The next time I'm going to be live is going to be on Monday with RJ on Indoor Adventures channel for our Gold Rush game, where we're playing 4th edition. I play a tree that can see spirits and is totally chill about it. No big deal. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my lovely players for playing in this lovely game with me tonight. And I guess I'm LB Hackemup. Hack recklessly. Bye!